start with the unimportant notice. This is beneficially announced to the viewing public according to the Inefficiency Act, Part 2, Clause 11, as defined by the Ministry of Internets. Why are you wasting valuable time reading this? It's quite astonishing that you've gotten this far. You may now return to your dreary routine. The unimportant notice has ended.
Hedgerowshire Limited Broadcasting Megacorp. The Duchess Show, starring the Duchess of Hedgerowshire. The Duchess Show is brought to you by United Biscuit Company, the makers of Twiglets, and Classic Tipton Sales, and Epona Bloodstock Agency. The Duchess Show is filmed before a well-behaved studio audience.
Unleash the hounds. The Admiral's out at sea right now. Send for Mims and the turnip baskets. It's time to feed the baby hippo. You know, the Duke really objects to the hounds pissing around the cast, and I really can't stand listening to any more of his whinging. Sorry if my American references are a bit off. I try not to watch any American shows on cable, but I'm surrounded by them. And there's not much I can do about it other than go online and watch proper shows on the BBC type channels. I really like those a lot. So, yes. Can we play some patriotic music? The song about the ducks. Oh, be kind to your web-footed friends, for a duck might be somebody's mother. Isn't that a very patriotic American song, traditionally played on the 4th of July? It's not. Well, excuse me, I am dreadfully wrong. Well, alright, now this one I do know. This is practically the national anthem in America. We will rock you. That's played at every sporting event ever televised from the United States. So I happen to know that is, in fact, the American national anthem. We don't have them here in the Duchy. We don't need them. Everything here is perfect. Why would anyone want elections? They're just annoying and boring and go on forever. Anyway. With the elections coming up, we were thinking, why don't you elect someone good for once? And we were thinking of someone, well, who do we know? Who's just kind of waiting around, or they're retired, or don't really have much going on right now, but are totally capable of running a country and running it well. Well, immediately, you know who springs to mind. His Royal Highness, the Prince of Wales. I mean, you know, Queen Elizabeth is going to be with us for a very long time, and he really needs something constructive to do with his time, and England's a small country, and it's really very well under control with the Queen and with her Parliament, and sometimes the Prime Minister. So, what we were thinking was perhaps the United States might borrow him for a bit and have him run things for about 8 years or so, and that way he would have something more important to do that would really be a bit of a challenge for his talents. And then when he's all done, he can go back home and go back to the organic gardening and running the estates and that village and the other projects that he's doing. So, what I'm saying is, don't vote for your normal party people, those two parties that no one likes anyway. Vote for His Royal Highness, the Prince of Wales. You may probably call him Charles. Prince Charles is probably how you would refer to him. That's probably how he will be seen in the campaign. Although the campaign signs would be rather interesting, now that you think about it. I mean, what colors would he use? I mean, completely entitled to use red, white, and blue. There's no reason why he can't. And it could say, perhaps, HRH for Prez. Or elect Prince Charles, the best possible choice. Or vote for Charles, he was born to rule. Yes, the Windsor Party, and will be the color purple. But not like bruises. Purple. Royal purple. Don't get me wrong here. No, not like bruises. Well, it's, it's all there. Like, there's a book, and the color purple, and yeah. So, anyway. Get this vibrant pagan purple shade that everyone should love. I don't see why not. So yes, I am officially kicking off the campaign. He hasn't really endorsed himself as a candidate yet, but I am sure that once he sees all the positive reaction to this candidacy that I'm running for him, he'll be very happy, he'll be quite pleased, and he'll think it's quite fantastic to have an opportunity to run an amazingly great country like the United States. And he's really keen on the whole idea. And he'll even learn about football if he has to. I think he would agree to that. I think he would. Can't promise you anything yet. I think he'd make a great president. I think he would really streamline the government, make it more effective, and save a great deal of money for you, the taxpayer, and everything else you've ever dreamed of. That's what he'll be doing as President of the United States. And there'll be royal ceremonies, too. You know how much you people love royal ceremonies. There'll be one twice a week. On Friday nights and Wednesday afternoons. Everyone will get out of work early on Wednesday afternoons to attend the Wednesday afternoon ceremony. Or they can skip out and go fishing or drinking or whatever they really pleases them. The Prince President really won't care what they do. He just wants them to enjoy themselves, because that's what being an American is all about. Having a great time. And the prince loves having a great time. Look at the man. He knows how to party. Trust me, I've seen it. So, he'd also make a good president as well. Because of that. I think he could enjoy perhaps a Budweiser or two sometime, but I can't really vouch for anything for certain. He may not like it. I don't know. Don't know what kind of American beer he would drink. I don't think it would be probably something like Natural Light. I doubt it. No Mickey's malt liquor. He doesn't like Irish beverages very much. Although, he might drink it. He might sit down and bridge the racial gap in America by having beers with people. Because I've heard that's a great way to go. And then that problem will be solved probably within the first couple of weeks of his presidency. Then he can move on to address the economy, fix that by June, and yes. Of course he will. And there'll be great jobs. Jobs. He's going to be the jobs president. Everyone will have great jobs. But what about the children? Yes, children will never suffer. This president is very anti-child abuse and neglect as you could possibly be. He is firmly planted on the anti-child abuse platform and he's not budging. Couldn't move him. Could not. And he's also against animal abuse. If you hate when animals and small children are abused or neglected, then you should vote for the prince. He would be your man in that case. Indeed. And he's a very safe driver. He's never had a speeding ticket or a parking ticket in his life. I mean, how many of you out there can claim that type of record? No claims on his insurance, ever, no fender benders, nothing. Never even had a grocery cart screw up the paint job on his rolls while he was running in to get toilet paper at the local grocery. He's spotless in that way. And of course, never been arrested. Nothing like that. No assault and battery, no grand theft auto, no bribery, forgery, or anything like that American politicians frequently are found guilty of once they're in office. This prince would not be doing that because he's a prince. So he already has a higher standard of behavior and would make a very reliable president. And he never lied on camera about his extramarital affairs. Not like some presidents, not like most presidents. They always lie about their affairs, like we don't know they're having affairs, like everyone doesn't know. But then, I don't know, I did not sleep with anybody. I'm faithful to my wife. So, anyway, yes, he was completely honest about it. And isn't that the kind of president we want? So yes, in 2020, His Royal Highness, the Prince of Wales for President, yay! And his running mate, Dwayne Rock Johnson, yay! This is all tentative. I still have to talk with Mr. Johnson's people and the Prince's people, and they all have to get together and discuss. But we're thinking that Mr. Johnson would be a very fine running mate for His Royal Highness. Do you agree? What was that? Oh, yes. His Royal Highness, the Prince of Wales. I think he would make a great president, and so do you, now that I've really planted the idea in your little heads. I was even thought. I really didn't care to be interrupted. But anyway, you could Google anything they needed to know. That would show the red and blue people. Oh, look, what happened? It's a very pretty color when you take both red and blue. Mix it together, get something that is not as obnoxious as either one or boring as red or blue thing. Oh, yes, that's right. And as you know, good straight posture.
This has been a Hedgerowshire Limited Broadcasting Megacorp production.